Welcome back to another episode. You have, of course, Roggle, who's over here, having tech issues as always before we go on, because it is a Tuesday. I have issues on Thursdays. And of course, you have myself. See. So before we...
I'm not having
shit over. That was a lighter. That's awesome. And Jesus, everything's messed up now. Now I talk shit on you. All right, awesome. To kickstart this we are nearing the end of season 2 with this episode. It's like the end of November, beginning of December at the time this comes out, and so we only have a few more weeks left. I just kind of want to put it out there, if you haven't already seen like our social media and seen the big news or the announcement, whatever you want to call it, the end of the year, end of 2023, Roggle and I will be having a 2 Guys 1 Gamepad live stream of all of season 2. More on that later, but just know it's coming, and it's going to be December 24th through the 30th, and we're still figuring some shit out, but it should be a good time. Long live stream. I gotta figure out some issues with my computers where I can do it and play games at the same time. We'll see. But however, while I was setting that all up, I was going through a bunch of episodes, as one does when they are the producer of this show. So you wouldn't know what that's like. But anyways, so I realized one subject we often kind of talk about, tiptoe around, and only done one episode about is conspiracy theories. And we've done one before, I think earlier this year, I believe it was. But that led me to, we didn't talk about the biggest conspiracy theory of them all, the Mandela Effect.
No.
So you know what the Mandela Effect is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Army P Brain knows this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard about it.
I've heard about it. I'm going to describe it per like the official definition, just for anybody who's like, I've never heard of this. And if you haven't, you may be too young for this podcast. Just saying. But the Mandela Effect is a phenomenon where a large group of people remember something differently than how it occurred in reality. It is named after Nelson Mandela, as some incorrectly remembered him dying in prison in the 80s, though he was actually still very much alive. While some people say the Mandela Effect is just due to a confirmation bias or misremembering, others entertain the more speculative explanation, such as parallel universe, multi-theory. I can tell you right at the back, I was under the assumption Mandela died in the 80s. I don't remember why, because to be fair, I was born in 90 and I was born overseas. So, not even relative to like my actual lifetime, but I do remember hearing about this growing up and being told something by one of my older brothers or sister because they were in high school. But yeah, just this is gonna be interesting. The reason why I chose the Mandela Effect, though, is we have a lot of I guess the technical term to answer your question that you text me. What would you categorize this podcast as? Random ass fucking pop culture by definition. Been researching that one too. So for the pop culture side of the house, I have a few questions. And by few, I mean 22.
You and your fucking list.
Look, okay, they're questions, they're not lists. Shut up. There's a difference.
It's a list of questions.
No, because there's like random tidbits thrown in there too, because I had a fucking rabbit moment. But anyways, there's like 100 very, very common Mandela effects. Probably about like 68 of them, 78 of them. I was like, this is too far out there, or it requires me sending you a bunch of videos or images. I didn't want to do that.
Oh yeah.
So I chose 22 questions that I felt you should have some knowledge on, ideally. If you don't, I don't know what to say. Other than there's no math questions.
Perfect.
So you should
be okay,
do And this is all like, it's this or that, yes or no type thing. So you have a 50% you know, getting right. So, you know, there's that. Sorry, there's 21 questions. Apparently I had a double enter. So you only have 21 questions. All right. So let's get into this. Mandela quiz time. Let's see. I'm going to give you my answer after you give yours on what I thought before I read the answer. Okay?
All right.
So it's not just the talent giving the answers. So let's get into this. Starting off with probably one of the more famous lines in Star Wars. What does Darth Vader say? Does he say, Luke, I am your father? Or does he say, no, I am your father?
I know he doesn't say, Luke, I am your father. Does it say no? It's well, I'm assuming it's no, I am your father.
Correct. This is one of those where, like, I can't tell you what the movie actually said because when it came out, again, 80s. But then when I finally watched it, I was still like 9, 10 years old, so I don't remember shit about the movie. I had to watch it as an adult, and that was because somebody said it's not Luke. Bullshit. We all said, Luke, I am your father. Yeah, it's no, I am your father, which makes sense. But yeah. So that's the easy one. Easy one. Starting off kind of easy. All right. Do you know the brand Fruit of the Loom?
Yeah.
Okay, you should. It's like a very big underwear brand and t-shirt brand for guys. I mean, they do other stuff too, but I don't wear the other apparel. Anyways, did the Fruit of the Loom logo have a cornucopia in it?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Positive.
Yes.
Okay, so that is correct. I'm on the other side. I vividly remember it having cornucopia because of a lesson we were taught in grade school, Thanksgiving time frame, cornucopia. But there is no tie to like why such a massive amount of people remember it having cornucopia behind it instead of just fruit. But you can go back all the way to 1893, and there's never been a cornucopia behind it. But the number of people who believe it is up in like the 70 percentile. Believed it at one time had a cornucopia in it and not just fruit. So this is
I believe it.
Like,
That's a big decoration for Thanksgiving, so I can see because it looks almost the exact same. The cornucopia with the fruit spilling out of it almost exactly how it looks. It looks almost the exact same as the Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah. So that was a big one. It's like I remember looking at that one. It's like I've heard this Mandela Effect before. And I'm one of those like, no, you're fucking wrong. Multiverse theory, and there's an interesting theory about all of the Mandela Effect to begin with that goes back to Y2K, because that was the end of one of the ancient civilizations calendar, probably Incas, Aztecs, Mayan, one of the many. But anyways, it wasn't Mayans. Theirs was 2012.
I think it was the Aztec, wasn't it?
I think so, but don't quote me on it.
I think
It's been a while. But anyways, there's a theory that stated at January 1st, 2000, we basically went through a wormhole. There's a whole lot of like scientific mumbo jumbo bullshit I don't understand, but the gist of it is we passed, like we being the galaxy, passed through a wormhole that technically set us into a multi-dimension and put us on a different path. So like they use this, or by they I mean the conspiracy theorists behind a lot of these are like, well, if you remember this, it's because you were present, you were old enough, you were conscious to have memory of the other universe. So a lot of like, that's a really big conspiracy theory that I don't have 6 hours to explain to you or
that's how they flatten the Earth as well.
Probably set the ice rink up that we can't skate in. All right, here's another popular one. I'm pretty sure I was just stupid, so I'll leave it at that. Which is it? Which is the correct pronunciation? Totinos or Tostinos? Totino or Tostino?
Tinos?
No S or S, basically.
Yeah. Totinos.
Totinos, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we call them. But that had like a really high amount of people who thought it was Tostinos, and even Totinos himself had to release a tweet like, sorry, we're not mad, we're just disappointed. The amount of people who thought there was an S.
We're just disappointed.
But yeah, it was. I don't know where that one came from. There was no information on it other than just people may have put the S after the apostrophe, slid it in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Most of these I have information concerning them. All right, we're gonna go to the one that I feel is bullshit the most. What is The Rock's catchphrase during his height in WWE, WWF days? Is it, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Or, if you smell what The Rock is cooking?
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Yeah, according to him.
That's exactly how his interest music starts off that way. If you smell.
Yeah, his intro does.
Yeah.
However, I remember playing, was it Shut Your Mouth? SmackDown Shut Your Mouth?
Yeah.
Or Know Your Role. One of those two. And vividly remember him having like his little promo inside the game, of course, saying, can you smell? And of course, him even using it in ring and in promotion in real life too. And there was an interview done with him where he's like, oh no, typically it's if. That's my catchphrase, is if you can smell what The Rock is cooking.
Mm-hmm.
He has admitted that he has said it once or twice of can you smell, but that's not his catchphrase. It was for a whole different promotion type interview thing. So I remember can. You're older than me. You got 10 years on me. That's not true. He has 8. All right. Maybe a quick episode. We're going through too fast. In the popular movie Risky Business, does Tom Cruise wear sunglasses as he dances across the floor?
Yes.
No. You remember the parody. I'm the same way. I went, oh yeah, he wears sunglasses. That's the parody. The parody, the way they got around the stringent lawsuit or whatever, was they put sunglasses on in the parody version to not get in trouble. Tom Cruise in Risky Business does not wear sunglasses as he dances across the floor. Let you sit there and soak that one in, because that one also messed with me. And I had
What parody are you talking about?
Oh, fucking if I know.
Just like anybody.
I could have. All the parodies I found were like of the last 10 years, and they all have sunglasses. So they say there's an official parody, but there was no link to the official parody. And my thought was, did Weird Al Yankovic do a parody to this song? I'm not big into him, so he's one of those, like, he may have, but I don't see him. Or SNL.
All right. Well, I have the movie. I'm gonna pull it out and watch it now. I don't
It's
know.
like,
I don't believe it.
okay, well, you watch it and make a TikTok or a video, whatever, stitching this segment with your response of calling bullshit or not.
Okay. Fuck.
And that comes from the director. So.
Oh yeah, whatever. Bullshit.
All right. How does the Mr. Rogers theme song go? Is it? Okay, I'll just let you go.
No, wait. No, I'm just.
No, come on, please.
No.
All right. Does it start off with, or does it go, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood? Or is it, it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood? So is it the neighborhood or this neighborhood when he's singing it? It's a beautiful day.
In the neighborhood.
So you remember it being the two?
Yeah.
That's not. It's this. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, which doesn't sound right by any means, by the way.
No.
But it's this. There's multiple accounts of this.
Is that before or after all of his sleeve tattoos since he was a sniper in the military? Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers was a badass.
There was
Sleeve
him.
tattoos, he was a sniper.
Yeah, and he was. Yeah, that's a good conspiracy theory. I love that one, and that's why he did Mr. Rogers.
That's why he always had long sleeves on.
Love it.
Also, because of the tattoos.
All right. You know the game Monopoly? Of course.
Yes.
You're not stupid completely. Does the Monopoly man wear a monocle?
No.
Is that what you believe?
Yes.
Okay. So you'd be correct. This is another one of those like very, very popular ones that's over 70% believe that whoever the Monopoly man's name is wears a monocle.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have memories of going, yeah, I think I've seen him wear a monocle at like specifically McDonald's Monopoly game that they do every year. That's the only time I can think of him doing it. It's like, oh, well, maybe it was like let's just add this where it's not trademark or copyright infringement, but they had to be partnered up in order to do the game. But
I know a lot of people also think from Ace Ventura, the guy that he punches at the party.
Yeah.
Says he's a Monopoly guy. That guy has a monocle also.
Oh.
And a lot of people get that confused with it as well. He's walking around with a monocle.
This says people often get the Monopoly guy mixed up with the peanut guy from Planters.
Mm-hmm.
Which I would believe Ace Ventura a little bit over the peanut guy going, peanut? Human figure. So. All right. This is one that really fucked with me. This is an old one. So I've had my time to vent. I vented on this one on a live stream many years ago. Does Pikachu have a black tipped tail or is it all yellow?
It's all yellow.
Correct. I vividly remember him having the brown portion near his butt, the yellowed strip, and then a black tip. And the female Pikachus did not have the black tip because that was how we differentiated them in the game. Granted, it was like fucking green screen back on Game Boy Color. This one pisses me off. I still don't believe it's true. I'm going to say he still had the black tail and people are just fucking... Japan did something. But this is only common here in the US. When this question gets asked, like on a global scale, specifically in Japan even, like people instantly go, no, never. They have the original Pikachu drawing. It does not have a black tail. But in America, a huge number of the original fans know it to have a black tip tail.
Does he have a black tip tail in the movie?
I remember that,
movie?
but not the detective movie, no.
Oh.
No. All right. Sticking with cartoons, how do you spell Looney Tunes? I'm not going to give you an option because there's really only two ways to spell this.
Oh, are you talking about the... Okay.
Specifically the tunes part.
Well, Looney.
Yep.
And then it's... Should be Toons.
Yeah.
Is it Tunes?
It's Tunes, yes. But again, specifically kind of like our generation and Gen X, of course, truly believe this to have been TOONS.
Well, I know that Tiny
Saturday cartoons. Remember it with TOONS.
I know Tiny Toons is TUNES. I couldn't remember if that changed.
Nope.
Just for that one, if that's how it was, but
nope. That's how it was. TUNES. I can believe that one. Yeah, I can go either which way. I was like, yeah, tunes, because like cartoons, but then the other tune doesn't melody and all that. Get it? Cool, understood.
Yeah.
Do you know who Curious George is?
Yeah.
Does he have a tail or not?
No.
No, he did not. You'd be correct.
We watched Curious George fucking nonstop with these kids.
Wait, in the movie he doesn't have a tail?
No.
I didn't know. I haven't watched it. I've only ever read the books. No, yeah, that makes sense from a graphical design.
We watched the damn cartoon. I don't know how many times. It fucking drives me nuts. Fucking, it doesn't talk.
I did not grow up on Curious George. I know who he is. I didn't grow up on it. That's not something that was in our house or even at school. Like, it was just one of those things. But I know who he is.
Well, I mean, he's a chimpanzee. They don't have fucking tails, anyways.
Some do.
Well, not like I'm thinking like monkey tail, like
so
long fucking tail.
So George doesn't have a tail at all.
No.
And again, for me, going, oh yeah, that makes sense because if you're going to draw this, that'd be the most tedious fucking thing to draw. Would be the fucking tail on every goddamn page. So just not give him a tail. But apparently, a lot of people believe he had a tail. Again, I don't know. Didn't really read this or watch it. That's weird though that the cartoon doesn't have a tail, because then that's just weird. Though not all monkeys have tails. Okay. All right. M&M's. What's their slogan?
Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
No. I'm glad that's the one you know too.
Yeah.
That's from a song.
What is it?
That's from a song. It's the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. That's their original slogan. Like, that's their slogan. The melts in your mouth, not in your hand comes from a hip hop song that people, for whatever reason, got them mixed up. So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Not much information on that one, but yeah. It's milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Because they were introducing the candy coating to it for the first time when they were introducing it, and then it became part of the rations for World War II.
Yeah. So it's the whole thing is it still melts in your mouth, not in your hand, but it's milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. That's the whole slogan.
Gotcha. Okay.
The slogan you and I know of melts in your mouth, not in your hand, from a hip hop song, and it takes a lot for me not to just sing that as a chorus because I know what song it's from.
What song is it from?
Oh no! I'm gonna let this. No. Google it while I'm asking this next question. That's probably gonna piss you off. Does Jiffy peanut butter exist?
Jiffy?
Jiffy. Jiff.
No.
Like Jiffy. There's something in my eye. Correct. I don't know where this one came from. It's JIF. Jif peanut butter. There is a Jiffy brand baking mix that's been around since the 30s, but they've never made peanut butter. But this is the most common things when people say, do you have Jiffy peanut butter at your house? Or do you have Jiffy peanut butter? Like, what peanut butter do you prefer? Peter Pan, Jiffy, or Smuckers?
Skippy.
What it was.
I think they just married Skippy and Jif together to make Jiffy. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I've never heard of Jiffy.
there's no information about this. They don't know where this would have came from. They don't have any correlation. The only thing, like, and it even states that their only thought is that people are mixing up the peanut butter Jif with the baking mix brand Jiffy, which does have a cornbread line, which I have. I buy the Jiffy cornbread, especially from Hy-Vee right now. You can get a 6-pack for $5 and you get 20 cents off. So I have a lot of cornbread in my house right now because I wanted the 20 cents off.
Not a sponsor. I don't know what's up. Are you talking about 50 cent? Like,
That's 50 cents.
Because I knew that way, but he says I melt in your mouth, not in your hand. He doesn't say melt in your, like, that's not where I got that from though. Like,
That's where I get it from.
I guess
I get it from the song.
Oh no, I didn't even fucking think about that. No.
In Scooby-Doo, does Shaggy have an Adam's apple?
Yes.
No.
Bullshit. His neck is like fucking kinked this way and straight up.
Shaggy never had an Adam's apple in Scooby-Doo.
What? Yes, he did.
I'm with you. I remember the neck going up, circle, up. But according to the creators and the designers, Shaggy never had an Adam's apple inside Scooby-Doo series.
Fuck, he doesn't.
But doesn't it look weird? Doesn't it look weird that he's just fucking straight neck?
Yes, he does. Matthew Lillard has an Adam's apple, and he played Shaggy. I win.
Fair enough. All right. Febreze. Can you spell it?
Febreze.
You sure?
Sure.
Said no math. I didn't say no spelling. So is the correct spelling Febreze or Febreeze?
I'm gonna take the Eze.
Okay, that's the correct spelling.
Okay.
The theory behind this is breeze, I guess, does have a double E in it, and they think it's
Oh.
Double E's look stupid when you like write this out. It looks really stupid, and trust me, like, I stocked this chemical a lot in high school, so I know how it's spelled. But I hated stocking these damn things; they always broke. But the amount of times that I had to go and search images to see how it would look with the double E, it doesn't fit on the can. It looks very stupid, and it looks like a 4-year-old kind of just went and wrote it. Whatever. All right. The popular candy bar Kit Kat, does it or does it not have a hyphen in between the word kit and cat?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
You'd be correct. This is a common one along with the next one. This is a common one that has been going around for decades, and this actually supersedes even the 70s, where there's a bunch of people believe it's kit-cat. So they don't know where this came from. They don't know why. They don't have any like explanation other than maybe there was a misprint and it just kind of stuck around, or again a spoof of sorts. Yeah, it's weird. All right, the brand and food. I guess it's both. Anyways, is it called Cheese Its with a Z, or is it Cheese It, IT? The cracker, Cheese Its, or Cheese Its, Z or F? Oh, yeah. Is it ITZ or IT?
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I thought
It
you were
sounds
doing
the fucking same. My Z's and F's sound the same. I'm like, he's not getting this. Let me just fucking spell it out for you.
with a Z.
Wrong. It's CHEEZ hyphen IT. Again, there's really no like where the Z came from, other than it may have been a popular thing to do because in the 90s that was like, you know, the go-to thing, replace S's with Z's. We were weird back then, but
I knew there's a Z in the other time at the end of it. Cheese its, or you say cheese its or cheese it?
cheese it's like ITZ or cheese
Mhm.
it's IT.
Oh, I thought you were saying ITZ or ITS. It
No.
always sounds like you're saying an S at the end of it.
The.
But either way, okay.
There's no Z
Got it,
at the end
okay.
of cheese its.
Okay.
This was one of those, like, I wrote it. I was like, I'm gonna say this a bunch of times. Like, no matter how many times I fucking record myself saying this, it sounds like an S. Fucking speech impediment. Awesome. And I'm also drinking at this point, so it's fucking great. Why not?
I didn't think there was anything at the end of it, but you said I think it's Z or S at the end of it, but either way.
Z or T. That's what I said, but yeah.
Okay.
All right. From the cult classic, I'm reading these verbatim, okay? So shut up. From the cult classic, does Hannibal Lecter say, "Good morning, Clarice," or "Hello, Clarice"? See, now you feel like if you answer this wrong, I'm gonna shit on you for how much you like horror movies.
It's got to be good morning, Clarice, but I think it's hello. I want to say hello, but because that's like the quotable one, but
Yeah.
I think it's good morning, Clarice.
The quotable one is "Hello, Clarice."
Yes.
I thought it was that one, so I'm with you on that one.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not that one.
Okay.
It's "Good morning, Clarice."
Yeah.
I had to go back and watch this. I was in the middle of watching Risky Business. It's a Pokemon. So I was pissed. So I will have to go and watch that one. But yeah, that's, again, they don't know where it came from or why. There's really no background information on it other than the most popular cult classic saying is "Hello, Clarice," but there is no connection between that phrase and Silence of the Lamb. So they're like, yeah, there's no information other than the directors and producers are confused and stumped as to where they got this, as it's always been.
Yeah.
Good morning,
The weird
Clarice.
one.
So, I think "Hello, Clarice" sounds a little bit more scary if he gets down to that voice like everyone has been mimicking it in. Good
Yeah.
morning, Clarice sounds steep. I'm gonna watch that movie. just for that one part. All right. You know who Queen is, right? Yes? Or do I need to drive up to Iowa and punch you in the dick?
Yes, I know who Queen is.
Yeah, let's get punch you in the dick. Anyways, the song "We Are the Champions." How does it end?
It says we are the champions, and it fades off. Doesn't say of the world.
Correct. So
That's what I've heard that one numerous times.
Freddie Mercury, so the recorded album says the final words are "No time for losers because we are the champions." However, during the AIDS concert, Freddie Mercury did say "of the world." That is the only time he ever said it. Yeah.
Yep.
So specifically though, the AIDS concert, which was the live version. So spell Fruit Loops.
FROOTLOOPS.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's double O's in both. This is another popular one that, for whatever reason, is like rampant out there. I kind of remember seeing it with the proper spelling, but the moment I was told they're all the same fucking flavor, I was like, I don't know shit about Fruit Loops. So I gave up on that one a long time ago.
I don't care. I eat that shit. Fuck that one.
Still good. Still, I love Fruit Loops are one of the few cereals I can like just eat plain. Yep. No issues.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That one on Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks is good, yeah. You know, it's really weird, and you can kind of blame my kids for me knowing this one, because my son will only eat it this way. Apple Jacks is really good if you put, like, and this we've already talked about which goes for cereal milk. But hear me out on this one. Put milk in a bowl, pop it in the microwave for like 10 to 15 seconds. Just get it a little bit warm, and then add your Apple Jacks. And it makes it all like a warm bite, and it tastes like a warm, like hot apple pie.
I won't do that, but okay. I don't put milk in before cereal. You fucking psycho.
My kid did, or yeah, my daughter technically did. She made breakfast for herself one morning, and I heard the microwave beep. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. She's cooking like a pancake on a stick thing. I went out there. I was like, oh, did you eat all your breakfast already? No. And she's just eating a bowl of cereal. So I was like, what is a microwave for? Yeah, this is really good. It's the first time she had Apple Jacks. I was like, okay, cool. And I ate it. I was like, why is your milk warm? But at the same time, I was like, okay, kind of works. I asked her, how did you make this? I poured milk into the bowl and I put it in the microwave. I was like, oh, okay, good. You didn't heat the cereal up. I had to stop there and go, we put cereal first and then milk. Warm that shit up in a cup.
Yes.
Just keep that milk never touches the bowl.
Where did she get that idea from?
Don't know. Don't know. Probably YouTube or one of the fucking weird shows she watches.
It's fucking ghosts in your house.
Probably.
They're telling her, it's like warm apple pie.
All right. You know who Ed McMahon is?
Yeah. Publishers Clearinghouse.
Did Ed McMahon ever appear on people's doorstep to hand them a huge check after winning Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes?
Nope.
No, he did not. No. He actually worked for their competitor, America's Cleaning House or something like that. So he didn't actually work with publishers. He worked for their competitors.
Yeah.
Again, there was no information like why people remember this. I kind of remember someone handing a check. I remember it being Ed McMahon, I thought. But as time goes on, it's like, no, my association with McMahon is WWE. So like, nah, it's not. Like, it can't be. That sounds too nice. Why would they ever let McMahon do that?
Well, yeah, Ed McMahon was with Star Search, and then I believe he's also in Johnny Carson.
Yep.
But I had an argument about this one because, like, yeah, he did. But then we looked into it, and no, he never did. I almost swear his fucking face was on the Publishers Clearinghouse envelopes when we got them. And I always thought it was Ed McMahon's Publishers Clearinghouse, but I don't know. Makes me always wish like I had something of mail from back then because it was a gold packet, like a gold envelope.
Yeah.
That we would get.
Yeah, this is one that, again, this is very, very popular.
Mm-hmm.
But the interesting part about this is like one answer they gave to like kind of justify why no was, why would they let a sidekick on a late night show be the head and the face of this type of task when he was a nobody at that time? It's like, hold on, what? You call him a sidekick? That motherfucker is household name. Shut your mouth. Yeah, but he's never even worked for a publisher clearinghouse. He's like never. So that's where like people are so baffled, I guess. But he did. He was on Johnny Carson on the Tonight Show. He was on Star Search. He was on TV bloopers and practical jokes, as well as a few movies. But never ever associated or worked with publisher clearinghouse. So there's like this is probably one of the biggest Mandela effects out there that's also deemed a conspiracy theory that they're trying to like hide it underneath the rug type thing. But it's a whole different fucking thing that we had to get out of the episode for. But it was pretty interesting when I was like, no, someone gave away big fucking checks. I remember that. There was a whole commercial. And the more I started like talk it out with myself, I'm like, that does not sound right. Maybe did I dream this? I do have ADHD and other shit, so this is very likely just me. But
yeah,
no correlation at all. So it's really weird. But To wrap this all up, going back to another cult classic, Gremlins from 1984. What is the Gremlin's name? Is it Spike or Stripe?
Right.
How sure are you? As someone who
Very
watches this a lot.
Very sure.
Mm, you're right. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. There again. There's no explanation why people think it's Spike. But yeah, it's just a mass majority of people believe that the Gremlin's name is Spike and not Stripe. Though is quote very clearly Stripe and has always been Stripe, according to the director and producer. Which kind of sounds like they've been asked this one too many fucking times and they're sick of answering this fucking thing.
Well, they only refer to him as the striped one, I think, in the first one. And the second one, they don't even refer to him as that at all.
Yep.
But I think it's Corey Feldman who says, "Oh, look at that one. It's got a stripe." I think that's the only thing. No, it might be when he has at the end also, before he jumps in the pool. Yeah, I don't think it's referenced very much. Time. Yeah.
Well, there's the funny part is like when looking at all these, there's each one of these people could review and basically give their opinion on whether or not this is bullshit type thing. And this was one of those that had like a just fucking stupid amount. And there's one on there that literally says, "No, I specifically remember it being called Spike, as that's how he was addressed multiple times throughout the original 1984 movie. Whoever's telling you Stripe is wrong, including the producers and directors. It's Spike, not Stripe." It's like,
I mean, nothing about him was spiked. He had a stripe of hair.
Whatever. Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time, so those are all my questions, because the other ones I had to like shoot you fucking videos or pictures of. I didn't want to do that. That was a lot of work.
There's what's the other one? There's the Bernstein Bears or the Berenstein Bears.
Berenstein or Berenstain. Here's the weird thing though. Regardless of which one you believe, there is a bunch of books out there that people are starting to discover that do have EIN versus AIN. AIN
really?
is how it is spelled today, anyways. But this is probably the biggest. Like out of all these, this is like number one, if not number two. Mandela Effect. Number one probably being Nelson Mandela dying in the 80s. But Berenstain versus Stein Bears. I remember as Stein, like German Stein, Stein, not Stein. And I remember the movies and the TV shows and the books all saying Stein. And there's a bunch of people out there who's like, literally look at this, and they go through and they have themselves doing live stream to disprove people and everything. And yeah, there's people out there that supposedly have the quote unquote German pronunciation versus the Stain, but they don't ever show like who published the book or like who made it. So you just see the front, which is very easy to rip off. I don't know, like deployment CDs and and movies, sunglasses, iPods, that type of stuff. Catch my drift. I forget the tech what you guys call them all the time. They were fakes. But
the bootlegs?
No, I know they're called bootlegs, but somebody, god damn it, what did he call them? It may be an inappropriate word too, so that may be why I'm not remembering it. I don't remember. There was a specific name. This group of Marines that always flew out of Germany every 9 months to a year. I'd see a regular 4 or 5 of them. They're always like, "Oh yeah, I got this XYZ version of Gucci bags or iPhone or whatever," but it was a specific word. It wasn't bootleg. I can't think of it now.
I can't think what it is either.
That's gonna drive me up the wall. Now I'm gonna have to research that and try to do this where it doesn't generate anything weird on my fucking search engine.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Let's go DuckDuckGo. But that's, yeah. You did a lot better than I thought you would, gonna be honest. Especially when I saw that a lot of 80s babies remember as this. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna include these. This is gonna stump him. He's an 80 baby. And I was like, maybe he went through this checklist already. This motherfucker.
Now, there's some we've talked about, but there's a lot of them on that list that I didn't know.
That was only 21 of them. I left 79 off.
I'm curious about some of the picture ones.
One of them was like, oh, who is he? God damn it. I can't think of his name now. Fucking Christ. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this back up. Something Yoko. What is his name? Why am I drawing a blank on it? Who was married? Lennon. No. Yeah. John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Uh-huh. So the question, or it required a picture, but it says, where did John Lennon and Yoko Ono have their first bed in for peace? Amsterdam or New York? This is apparently a big Mandela effect. A lot of people remember it specifically being in New York, but apparently it happened in Amsterdam in March of 1969. But there was something significant about this picture saying which one's true or false. I don't know much about this bed in to begin with, so this was not my. Yeah. There's one like, which one of these is Bambi's mom? And it's like 3 different pictures of deers. Doesn't she get shot? Isn't she gone like after the first 30 seconds?
Yeah.
But apparently that's a huge one.
She doesn't make the jump.
Yeah. Yeah. There's another one that says which of these quotes is right, and it's from Star Wars again, saying with Padme saying democracy versus so this is how liberty dies with a thunderous applause. So like which one of these sayings is right? Just her saying democracy or her saying that? Like it had this whole picture shit set out. Same with a picture of Avril Lavigne wearing a white t-shirt, holding a guitar, and wearing or sporting a milk mustache while either holding a cup of milk or not having a milk mustache and no glass of milk either. Which of these is the correct image? For the Got Milk ads way back. So I was like, okay, I don't remember that.
No.
Which of these pictures is right for Britney Spears during the Hit Me or during the Baby One More Time video? Is it her wearing a red plaid skirt or a black skirt? I was like, I remember that video. Not for the music, but I remember that video. And I was like, oh yeah, plaid, sure, that makes sense. Why not let her stand out? Nope, no plaid. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Is the band called the Eagles?
It wasn't plaid?
No. It's just a plain black skirt. So this is one of those like I can't fight because again, I was a lot younger guy going, no, it's black.
No,
plaid makes sense, right? Plaid would make sense where she stands out.
War was plaid.
No,
because they all wore plaid. The schoolgirl outfit is not plaid. Can't we consider arguing what Britney Spears wore in a fucking video? welcome to this amazing podcast.
They all wear black skirts. Again, I'm not gonna go into why I remember the black skirt. But the point is, I remember Britney wearing a different color skirt than the rest of them, so where she kind of stood out. She did. That's even according to the MTV music video from back in the day. So yeah. Anyways, it says which one of these cover arts is the correct cover for the band? Is it the Eagles or Eagles?
The Eagles.
Wrong.
It's
This
Eagles?
is Eagles, yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, I remember saying the Eagles, but again, this is like there's a bunches of fucking artwork I had to go through. I was like, oh well, I can see why I would say the Eagles. I can see all this from like graphical standpoint. And then there's one that has 4 picture of Lucy from I Love Lucy and Ricky. And it says which one of these captions is correct. And it says, what did he say? Which of these captions are correct? So explaining that if you can. Oh my god, this is really okay. So basically it says he never says, Lucy, you have some explaining to do, or Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do. So it said things he did say in the show. Here we go. These are the correct phrases he said. So he never said, Lucy, you have some explaining to do, or Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do. Instead, he said, explaining that if you can. Lucy, if you'll give me a chance to explain. Lucy, explain. Okay, start explaining. Broken ass English right there. So
Yeah, I don't. I think it just might be one of those things of Lucy, you got some explaining to do. But I think that's from some of the parodies that they've done over time.
Yes, that's exactly what it says.
But yeah, what you just said does make sense because I used to watch that show too.
And then
yeah, fuck you.
I'm not whatever. I grew up on VHS records. There we go. Recordings. There we go. Fucking Christ, English. So this is from the cult classic Snow White. I love how they just throw this word cult classic around.
Cult classic. Yeah.
Anyways, what's the proper phrase? Is it mirror, mirror on the wall, or is it magic mirror on the wall?
I think it's magic mirror, but everybody has always said mirror, mirror.
Correct. Again, from spoofs and parodies.
Yeah.
What is the famous one-liner? Hold on. No, never mind. That doesn't make sense. There's no questions to that. All right. Is it Sex and the City or Sex in the City?
Sex in the City.
In? I-N?
Yeah.
No.
I-N.
It's Sex and the City. Okay, this is one that's like, okay, whatever. I don't know.
Didn't watch that show, so I don't know.
Again, there's like 4 pictures. Which of these pictures is the correct version of Richard Simmons? And it's just a bunch of different apparel. I was like, I don't fucking know. I just remember that dude being very weird growing up. Did Tinkerbell write the Disney logo with her wand and dot the I at the end?
No.
Correct.
She flew around it and then dotted it.
Tinkerbell did fly in and sprinkle pixie dust around Disney logo on several movies, but she never dotted the I's. If the closest she got, she would just flick the wand at the screen, but she would never dot the I.
Oh, okay.
One about the painting Scream. One about the location of Cinderella's castle at the entrance to the Magic Kingdom. Oscar, is it Oscar Myers or Oscar Mayers? M-E-Y-E-R or M-A-Y-E-R?
M-E-Y-E-R.
Correct. But do you know the Baloney song? Because that's the only reason why I remember it.
I can say it in my head, but I don't remember it exactly. I just remember it being M-A-Y-E-R.
On side mirrors of cars, does it say objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear? Or do they say objects in the mirror are closer than they appear?
That says will appear. It's I know it's are closer than they appear.
Yeah. That's the correct phrase, is objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. I kind of vaguely remember seeing the words objects in the mirror may be closer, because I remember having that random one-off thought going, why the fuck would you say maybe closer? Either it is or it isn't. Like, it's a definitive yes or no. So
Yeah.
like, oh, I just misread. I'm stupid. That's awesome. Another popular one was Mona Lisa. Does she smile or not?
No.
She does smile.
What? Is she really?
Yeah. It's considered a perplexing micro expression that is what I would say is more of a smirk, but she does smile in the original painting. Oh, the other, like, this is probably the biggest, honestly. I keep saying these are the biggest. Top tip. Sinbad. Does it have Shaq in it?
Does that have Shaq in it? No, that's Kazam.
Exactly. But that's the biggest mix up is Shaq starred in Sinbad.
No, Sinbad's the actor that's supposed to be doing the Genie movie. Sinbad did a Genie movie. They got it misworded.
Yeah. Okay.
They have it. Yeah, because Sinbad's the actor that they said did a.
That makes more sense because I thought Sinbad was the pirate from the cartoon movie.
You know, Sinbad's the actor. He's in like.
Yeah, I know who he is.
movies.
Yeah.
But
I just this literally says Shaq does not star in the movie Sinbad. I was like, okay.
they merged it and messed it up. But yeah, it was a Genie movie that Sinbad supposedly never did, but then he came out in an interview and said he did do one.
How do you spell Captain Crunch?
CapnCrunch.
Okay. A lot of people believe it's full word Captain.
Nope. It's gangster. It's Cap'n Crunch.
He's
Bang,
not
bang,
a real
bitch.
admiral. The Target logo. How many red wings? Red rings? How many red rings and white rings does the Target logo have?
Is it 3 and 2? 3 red, 2 white?
That's the common one. That's wrong.
Is it okay?
It's 2 red, 1 white.
Okay.
Apparently people, this is the Mandela Effect. I'm just reading off the site. And it's a science website.
Oh, yeah. Sure, it's accurate.
Some people are perplexed on how far east South America actually appears on a map. They truly believe South America is directly below North America. I'm going to assume these are the same as the flat earthers. Kind of would explain it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, kicks. Yeah, I guess I can't picture off the top of my head, but yeah.
Apparently people remember Ben Franklin being a president.
No.
Never. Yeah. I don't.
Just because he's on $100 bill, so it's what a lot of people think it.
Did no one pass history? Did no one get taught the presidents?
I'd say I couldn't tell you all the damn presidents.
I can't tell you. I know Ben Franklin wasn't fucking one of them.
No, I know he wasn't one.
Does Morpheus in the movie Matrix ever say, "What if I told you"?
I want to say yes, he did.
He never says, "What if I told you?"
Bullshit.
Which I can back this one up because I just got done watching all the Matrix movies a couple months ago.
What did he say that got so confused with it?
There's literally there's no answer. It just says,
Really?
This is a popular phrase that many get incorrect, and there's no reason why, as Morpheus never even whispers those words. I kind of I thought he said something along the lines of, "What if I told you we could unlock your mind?" Or what if we told you,
the pills.
Yeah. No, that's not what he says at all. C3PO, does he have a silver leg or not?
Yes, he does.
This was one I was like, sure, yeah, I don't know. And I watched the original VHS. I was like, oh, you can't fucking tell that's clearly silver. It looks silver / gold.
if you're not paying attention, you're not going to recognize it. But
No.
now that it is out there, a lot of people say, yeah. But I guess the action figures, or what you call them, they don't have it. So that's another thing that throws a lot of people off.
Yep.
Is it's not like that on the action figures. At least the one that I have does not have it.
No. Most of the action figures, or most of the originals action figures, do not have a silver leg, and that is due to manufacturing. Like it's hard to print dual color back then. It's just easier to go all silver or all gold. Apparently, people. Okay, if I told you what hue is the color chartreuse, what hue do you think? Pink, red, blue, green,
Chartreuse?
yellow? Yeah, chartreuse.
Blue? I don't know.
No, but okay. This is a common one. I'm just reading this. This is a common one that people often get wrong because they believe the color chartreuse is a shade of pink, red, or rose, when in fact it's actually a greenish yellow color. I would call this color newborn baby poop. That greenish yellow, or it's just pure liquid.
I've never heard chartreuse before as a color.
Blue's Clues. That's the only place I can remember it. Ford logo, is it curly or not curly? I didn't really understand this one a whole lot.
A what logo?
Ford logo.
Oh.
Does it flourish on the F, or is it just a regular like cursive F?
I want to say it's both, to be honest. I remember. I don't know.
It's just, so the flourish would be like the middle F portion. It's just a straight line slash.
Yeah.
They remember it kind of like weaving up and then circling back around on itself. I don't pay enough attention to fucking cars. I was like, yeah, sure, awesome.
I want to say that I have seen it, but maybe not. I don't know.
Smokey the Bear. How do you spell smoke? How do you spell Smokey?
Smokey.
Correct.
Are they trying to say it's IE?
No, they're trying to say it's just KY.
Oh.
Like that doesn't
KY.
work. Lindbergh baby. Was it ever found?
No. I don't know what Lindbergh baby is. No, I never heard that one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm amazed you haven't. That's a huge history lesson. Was the infamous Lindbergh baby kidnapping? Where, like, the mom and dad were gone for like a split second out of the room and the baby disappeared. Anyways, you had to just research it. They thought the baby was kidnapped and abducted forever, when in reality the baby was kidnapped and found dead shortly after. Another popular one is, how many seats were in JFK's car? Was it 4-seater, 6-seater, 2-seater?
Oh, is it, I mean, it's at least a. I mean, you can determine at least 5, because they were in the back seat, strapped across. I mean, what are the options? I guess
2, 4, 6 is the options I'll give you.
Oh,
this is also the reason why we don't have, or why presidents don't have, convertibles. Why it's all encased, all enclosed. 6 seats.
there's 6, so 2 bench seats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it Interview with a Vampire or Interview with the Vampire?
Interview with the Vampire. A vampire.
No, the title actually uses the and not a. This one says, how does the thinker look? And it has multiple pictures, like one where he's sitting and he's hunched over clearly, or elbow on the thigh, chin on the back of your hand, or does he have the chin on the palm of his hand, or does he have his hand on his head while hunched over?
On his head.
So you think like that, with his hand on his forehead?
Yeah, hand, like knuckles or what? Yeah, something like that.
So the actual pose is his chin lays on the back of his hand. That's literally just like that. He sits down. He's like that. Again, they don't know where this would came from. These next two were ones I was like, this is fucking stupid. How do you spell McDonald's?
McDonald.
Okay, so you know how to spell it. Cool. Apparently, there's a huge thing going around where over 36% of people believe it's Mac.
A in it.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Well, yeah.
And again, there's no justification or reason. Like they're asking people, and all they say is, "Oh, I just thought it was McDonald's because that's how you spell McDonald's. It's Mick."
Yeah. It's a slang thing.
Then it's how you spell butthead. Is it butt-head or is it one word? Butthead.
Hyphen.
Yeah.
No, like Beavis and Butthead?
No, just
the word.
The word butthead.
Oh. There's hyphen.
Yeah, there's a hyphen. When did Neil Armstrong pass away? Yeah, I don't know if you would know that one. Apparently, the theory is he passed away before the moon landing, which kind of feeds into like why the moon landing's fake. Neil Armstrong passed away in 2012. Whiteout. Is it whiteout as in WHITE, or is it WITE? So H or no H in whiteout?
I don't think there's an H in it.
No. Nope. No H. The song Barbie Girl, does it go, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, or was it I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world?
In a Barbie world.
Correct, in a Barbie world.
It's pathetic because I was singing the song in my head as soon as you said it.
That's okay. Every time I read this one, I was like, I know the whole song.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah. And then there's just like, this goes on, and there's more just random ass shit like emojis and information concerned about the date of internet conception, as they called it.
Fucking shit.
But yeah, they're like, a lot of this has to do with just basically false memories, and they're not really sure why this is. The common theory is to introduce or the discussion of parallel universes and multiverse. Parallel universe being just like we dipped into a universe temporarily, but only a batch of us did it at a time, which is why people from 82 can be split on a specific subject, because only some people experience it there. I keep meaning to do more conspiracy theory ones because it's funny to watch. Be like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, that's right. People believe this shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're Googling something, but
I'm looking at the risky business one because it's fucking making me mad. He has fucking sunglasses on. Swear he did.
Well, let's tune into social media at 2 Guys 1 Gamepad to find out what Roggle finds, or just go watch Risky Business yourself. But yeah, let us know what you think about all those or some of those, whatever. The big ones being like Berenstain versus Berenstein. Risky Business was one of them. Kit Kat. Nelson Mandela, whether he died in prison in the 80s or lived like he did. But let us know what you think. That's all we got for you on this wonderful episode. With that said, here's a disappointed face from Roggle that you guys can't see, so I'll let him do his whole spiel.
I will find the movie I will watch it, and I need to see if he does or not in the movie. Swear he has sunglasses.
I'm gonna get fucking text at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Bitch! How fucking dare you?
I told you. He had sunglasses on. I don't know, we'll see. Those are cool.
I see you holding the sunglasses.
I'll record. I'll fucking record it. I'll record the scene and send it to you. Yeah, it's those are fun. We look into more of those, and also just other conspiracy theories we talked about. a lot about the JFK one we want to do one also.
Bro, I got like
But
thousands of conspiracy theories. I just gotta weed out the ones that are political or religious because
yeah,
there's so many of those. So many of them.
yeah. So we can look at them and see. We'll have something. So yeah, be sure to check us out Thursdays. We play video games and stuff. Mainly, if everybody updates their stuff, like I didn't last time.
Yeah, this was not a sick problem last week. This was a Roggle problem last week.
Okay, listen, I had an update and then I didn't have space. I started deleting stuff, and apparently I deleted the wrong thing. So it wasn't an update. I was reloading because I deleted the wrong thing. So my bad.
So nice to have like 30 terabytes of storage on my PC.
Yeah, well,
Plus my external of 40.
this gigantic aerodynamic fucking thing doesn't have that. So yeah, sure, check us out. Like, share, comment, review. Let us know what you think. Till then, bye, bitch.